Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. Today is a collective reading for the month of August. I haven't done a collective reading on here for quite some time. I am going to try to bring these back. I don't know how often, but I am going to try to start doing more readings like this. If you're new here, this is not all I do here. I have other videos that relate to my tarot practice, decks, and things of that nature. So there's a variety here on my channel. I went ahead and I pulled an oracle card to represent the energy of the month, and then 3 cards to represent the beginning, middle, and the end of August. And I'm also going to be throwing some charms down after I get the cards flipped over to add additional meaning to this reading. I love reading with charms. It's one of my absolute favorite divination systems to use. I do offer readings. All that type of information can be found in the description box below if that's something that interests you. So for the month of August, the primary energy is smiley face, joy. This is from the signs of the times. As we are wrapping up the end of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, I can really feel the energy of this card, especially if you are trying to cram in all those last minute outings, time with family and friends, things to do before kids go back to school, if that happens to be, part of your routine, and finding ways to find happiness in the little moments of each day is the primary energy for the month of August. And we have to remember that that joy has to come from within us, then we radiate it out. Instead of searching for it on the outside of something to fill us up. Also, with this, don't compare your joy to someone else's, or maybe what is making them happy then should make you happy too. It's an individual concept. It's an individual thing that you need to prioritize. That's something else. If you are not prioritizing joy and happiness in your life, it's time to ask yourself why. Why am I not making that a priority to fit in time to care for myself and find the joy in life? Look at the different areas of your life and see where you need some of this energy brought in. So, the beginning of the month, we have the Magician. Soon as I flipped this card over, the very first sentence that popped into my mind is, I have so much to do and little time to do it. Remember, the Magician has all the resources they need in order to bring and manifest into their life what it is that they're needing. It makes sure, back to the prioritize, make sure that you are prioritizing the things that need done on a daily basis and not overwhelming yourself in the whole process of that. Work with some manifestation energy in the beginning of the month. What is it that you're wanting to see come into your life as we move through the rest of this season, soon into that fall season? What is it that you're going to want to harvest as that fall season comes upon us here in a few short weeks? Start thinking about that in the beginning of August. Middle of the month has you holding on to your resources. So if you started working with that manifestation energy and you started thinking about the things that you are wanting to cultivate and start bringing into your world, middle of the month you start having your doubts about that a little bit and wondering if this is something that's right for you, if this is something that you should pursue, and maybe you should just stay planted and rooted where you are, and because this is where your comfort zone is and this is where you feel the best use of your resources. But is that true, or is that just something that you are planting in your head, because it's going to force you outside of your comfort zone. It's going to make you step outside of that box to try new things, to bring in those new things that you want. You can't keep doing the same old things to get a new result. So think about, before you start convincing yourself that this isn't something that's right for you, are you doing that and saying that out of fear and not embracing the other side of it, especially with this energy of joy? Are you turning down opportunities because you have a fear of failure, so you're just content with staying where you are right now? Every day of life is a gamble, so why not embrace it and enjoy the time that you have here and the days that you have ahead of you? So the end of the month is moving in with the Hermit, and this has you retreating a little bit. That's fine to retreat and think about things, especially if you are unsure of this new path that you are considering starting. But be sure that you're retreating and stepping away for the right reasons. Are you just sticking walls up to stay in that comfort zone? Or are you really retreating in order to understand things better and do a little bit of self-reflection? I kind of also feel, especially with these two cards right here, is that if there was a lot of demands put on you at the beginning of the month, you're going to start entering a protective mode and then stepping back from things. The Hermit has you saying, what are you here to do? What is really bringing you joy? Are you following your joy? Are you even factoring that into the equation whenever you are thinking about putting things into motion? So let's go ahead and pull some charms and see where this leads us. So this is telling me, with dream being flipped over, that you are ignoring where your true passion lies, where your happiness is, and a dream that you've had possibly for a long period of time that you continually put on the back burner. The scissors on top of this joy card also is telling me that you possibly could be cutting out joy in your life altogether, because you're constantly focused on the tasks at hand, what needs done, how can you go best about doing it, focusing maybe on everyone else's needs and wants, and sacrificing your own in the process. With the crystal ball on joy, it is telling me that you've known this. Your gut has been telling you this for a long period of time, that you are ignoring this joy in your life, that you're constantly putting yourself on the back burner with what your dreams and your needs and your wants are. The reverse Buddha here between joy and the Four of Pentacles is you're out of balance. You're completely out of balance with this fear and embracing the joy in your life, or even finding the joy in your life. You're more focused on the fear of things, and that is doubled down with this cross charm on top of the Four of Pentacles. That's just telling me that this is a burden to you, that you feel that you are caring for everything and everyone. So the fact that the energy of August is smiley face and joy, it is time to gain some perspective on that, and definitely where it is needed in your life. And the reverse compass on top of the Magician is where I am not even able to figure out which direction to go in. So you have all this Magician energy there. You have all these resources. You have all this energy, manifestation energy available to you of where do you want to go next. I have that ability inside of me to go there, but you have no direction. You have nowhere to channel it and nowhere to direct it to go. So that is something to think about as we move through the month of August, is where is the imbalance happening in your life in regards to joy? And are you living out of fear because you feel that you carry all the burden and you don't know how to embrace that? It's time to find a direction, and that definitely comes in end of the month here with the Hermit. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do next? It's time to start thinking about that and contemplating it and adding in some of this joy and figuring out how you can get back to that dream that you had of things that you wanted in your life. So I hope this resonates for you in some way. I know it won't resonate for everybody, and that's okay. So I hope you have a magical month of August. And until I see you next time, bye.